wanted, especially on senior day. I know senior day is different nowadays than it used to be. I still believe in it, and we talked a lot about it. And, you know, I thought these two guys played their hearts out. We just we talk about the stone cutter quote. You keep hitting the stone, and you keep hitting it. It's not that blow; it's the thousands before it. But we got to find a way to win. It's that simple. It's on me. Got to be better, and we got to find a way to win. With that, I'll let you guys ask these guys questions.
Derrian, what were your sort of pre-game emotions, and then as you got into this?
Just got to give a God all glory. You know, without Him, none of this would be possible. A special day today. You know, I was able to make another great memory. I'm happy for him. Happy to be around these guys every day. And you know, I was just telling them like we still got a chance. So I'm just blessed. You know, still got to take the positive. Got to be positive. Can't be negative. We're gonna be positive from here on out.
Derrian, from your perspective, held number 12 with 0 points in the first half, and the second scored all 15 of his points. Seems like you guys did similar stuff. Just kind of what happened in that second half?
We played a good game. You know, they executed well. He hit some tough shots. A great player. So great job to them.
So I know you kind of being embraced by the fan base, saying just your style of play, and immediately right off the rip, another offensive rebound, at least a second chance point, and you know, just being able to show what you can do. Obviously, despite the loss, just speak about what it means to you, be able to, you know, on your senior day, show what you've been able to show throughout your time here, and you know, being embraced by the fan base.
It really means a lot, playing for this fan base and also playing for these guys here. Like, every night I want to give them my all, just not the result we got tonight. We wanted tonight.
Swish, you know, it feels like 3 or 4 games where you've at some point got into it a little bit with the opponent. Like, is your head there right now, like in terms of, you know, what this means to you now? Like you're
my head,
tussling a lot.
Yeah, my head is 100% there. It's just basketball is gonna get scrappy, things gonna happen, but there's nothing to it, bro.
Derrian, you scored 13 of your 20 points in the second half. Was there anything different you were seeing offensively in the second half compared to the first?
Just watch film. Just trying to execute from what the coaching staff tells me. My teammates trusted me getting to the line, so just trying to get to the line as much as possible, you know, because I feel like we're a great free throw team, and we work on it a lot. So just trying to get to the line and draw fouls.
For either of you guys entered this game making the third most amount of threes, but you guys held them 31% threes. What are you guys trying to do in terms of just your focus on taking those threes away?
We was just sticking out game plan, but it's a tough team. They're gonna hit shots. Anybody in this league is gonna hit shots. It's just sticking out game plan.
Anything else for the guys? Thank you.
Have a blessed night.
All right.
Adam, what was your sort of the screen roll defense at the beginning? Giwa was getting right to the hole, and then at the end, Akuchi, like uncontested. What was happening? Was it the same at the start, at the end? What was going wrong, or?
Yeah, it's something we worked on and talked about, having a low man, and low man wasn't there. We addressed it at multiple timeouts. We got to be better in it.
Adam, I mean, it was a game with so many twists and turns, and really we're right there to the end. Is there anything that sticks out in your mind that sent the game in the other direction?
No, I think it's a mixture of little things throughout the game, and you know, whether it's early in the first half or early in the second half, we need to be better in some of the little things, so that at the end of the game it looks like they're magnified. But we have to be better throughout the game.
What little things do you kind of think were the most critical?
Yeah, we got to be the first team on the floor. That can't happen, especially at home. Some missed blockouts, our ball screen coverage. We discussed it multiple times. So that, you know, you hope after you address it once, it doesn't happen again. But those are the little things. Some more communication.
Next and Smith combined for 27 of Rice's 45 second half points. Were they just doing something different on offense in the second half compared to the first half?
I mean, Broadneck's a great player, right? He's their leading scorer, veteran guy. He brings you into the post, want to stay down. Give him credit. He had a couple tough shots. Smith, you know, I think that was the difference in the game at their place. I think we held him. I forget what he shot, but I don't know if he made a 3 at all, or for whatever it was. And you know, it's a guy that we want to have a high hand, and we know that that's his. He brings great value making threes. It's a team that's one of the higher teams in our league at making, I think, over 9-something threes a game. So we had to do a better job getting a high hand and locating.
It seemed like the Rice was trying to make Jordan uncomfortable. A lot of the time, shot forward, center from the field, and that kind of prompted Derrian and Aiden kind of take over the offense late in the second half. Just what did you see from them there at that point?
Yeah, look, we were trying to get downhill. We thought there's some actions of getting into the paint, and when we get into the paint and get some kick-out threes, we're better. Jordan got a little bit out of flow with getting a couple fouls, and picked up the third foul really early in the second half. But again, those guys have been scoring all year long. It's a matter for us of getting stops and rebounds.
And you talked about the threes on Gavin, who's played just 10 minutes in the second half. Was that just a rotation decision, or is he doing anything?
No, he, Swish was playing well, and we just kind of tried to stay with the lineup that we thought was working the best for us to win the game.
Is it hard to, it seemed like Broadnax got to his spots, where he, like, even the tough shots, like he was comfortable.
Yeah,
Is that hard to, he's a guy who's,
He's strong, and he gets to the, non-paint twos are hard when they're contested. I have to watch the film and see, but again, he's a veteran player in our league, and willed his team to a win today.
From your perspective, what have been kind of the root of some of the struggles in the second half during this rotation?
Yeah, I think it's, again, it's not so much the second half. I think there's things in the first half that you have to clean up, and then it gets magnified in the second half. But again, we got to continue to get stops and rebounds, and for them to shoot 56% in the second half, not good enough. We got to be better.
Yeah, Adam, now we're into March basketball. What's the approach now to get things turned in a positive direction?
Yeah, there's no more yelling and screaming. It can't at this point, right? You can't. You got to learn from the film. We got to stick together. We know how miserable these last 3 weeks have been. We've tried the yelling and screaming. We've tried the different motivation. It's got to be, hey, we just got to come together and figure it out. This group's got to take tomorrow and go from there, and then it's the next day, and that's it. It's a single day approach.
You guys have been playing, pretty well consistently prior to this, tough stretch. If there's any difference in kind of like not just the results, but anything you've seen the style of play or from the guys who you obviously if you could pinpoint as a coach, you'll be able to take care of it. But just is there anything that you see differently from a confidence standpoint or just execution standpoint?
Look, we obviously we need to defend better in the second half. When we make shots, our team looks different. Like you look at the first half at FAU, right, and then the second half we go over in the second half from three. We've been in, I can't even tell you how many close games. I don't know what it is. I think someone sent me a stat. It was 8-8, so now we're 8-9 in 2 possession games, whatever it is. Like, you got to win more of those. Like, I get it. We're in a lot of them. We work on it. The team yelled 3:30 to go, red zone, red zone. We did the exact same scenario down 4 the other day. The exact thing we had happen in the game today. Now again, that's by chance. The scenario switches, but we got to stay together. Like that's the biggest thing. Right, you're into March. You got to stay together, and we got to find a way to break this stone and break through.
not that the offense wasn't pretty efficient, but Aiden was really on, but didn't get a ton of shots. Could it work better, get him
did
more?
a good job trying to blow up his action. When he drove, they're right there on him. I think obviously he's a high guy on the scout. Again, we'd like to get him some more shots. He also got to the foul line, a good amount too, so he had the ball in his hands a lot. And again, him and Derrian did a great job offensively.
Losing streak like this one this late into the season, what do you as a coach have to make sure my players don't miss it back out like that?
Yeah, I think we see it, right? I think we fight, right? There's no quit. We got to make sure that continues the fight, and you got to believe that, hey, this is what it's got to take. We're right there, and you got to figure out one bounce, one extra effort. Again, can't have multiple miscommunication on ball screen coverage. And I think it's, that's what we asked every guy. Look at yourself. Starts with me, and I'll be looking. Trust me, it's not been a fun few weeks, as we all know. But we have to stay together and figure out, hey, this was the same team that was winning these close games, and we need that same approach.
Are there any players who have kind of emerged as, oh, hey, they're doing the little things right, or emerging as a leader as you try to snap out of this streak?
I think it's been consistent. I think Swish has been consistent with his effort and energy. Vocal leader, Derrian Ford, same thing. We need to just keep the consistency and figure out a way in these close games to win.
Did you get home Friday morning and then
we got
a little bit of a
stuck there.
limitation
We
in
got
prep?
home Friday mid-afternoon. We got stuck plane issues again, so we got stuck in Memphis, and then basically had yesterday to prepare and practice.
Did it impact what your original sort of preparation plan
No,
was?
I had no impact.
Anything
Thanks.
else? Thanks.